shit mention me, nigga, grab the torch. The one that quiet, nigga, I don't know what do like they swear to me, feel like I'm a talk. The real niggas, whatever you need, ask for it. I'm pulling up, doing these for speed, ask for Hey, I know you. Shit, I was like, what's all this shit? I want this shit. I'm gonna get my shit together. But I can't be so days. I don't want to conversation always you leave. That's when I fucking shit to say. Shit to say. Play some games. I can get away. There ain't no shit sweet. So some nigga take some shit away. You know my birthday was in March. I said when I fuck with that side, you know, so you been down. Look at all of them dead in the face. Fuck them back. No thing that break your place. When you say shit, even if I ain't shit, get on the phone with you. Sure, you say think that shit don't say me. So let me know that you don't see me. This shit like relay. If I fuck with you, my blood, we found we relay. Fuck like fuck, looking at me. But 7 small, some keys on that like I be like, man, we ain't going crazy. Fuck with me, them niggas white. But they don't go, nigga, but no one in my seat to say. That's my life, come on, let's get it. I'm trying to find the life. Shit, with you. I'm shit in I want that shit. I gotta go. I feel like running off, but I just gotta make sure like I gotta be so days long. I can race. Conversation when you leave. That's what I find shit to say. I ain't shit to say. Play some games, not give me away. I ain't shit sweet. Such a nigga take some shit away. You know my birthday was in March. I ain't saying I fuck with that sound. Everybody innocent. Oh,
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather and get the season started. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27. Picking up one. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The run from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But
oh, he's got some space. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think.
Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But there's a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Woodside. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understand?
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on the road early.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets it up in great.
That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He would have loved to make the quick return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He wants to change this route. Toss sweep right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Punch it out of the air. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A little release to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Back open in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over UConn. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time on target. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. The 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Hey, you can't lie. That shit was nasty, man. That bitch was nasty for real, bro.
Guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Handoff to the lone back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pack.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Steps away to find some room. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Pushes toward the goal line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people are probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. They're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Salt Lake City. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Firing to the right, complete. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Makes the catch. It's Woodside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for it all. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown.
pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground with the back. There he goes. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Right back to it. Makes it past the marker. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
shoes jacked up. This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cole. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this defense is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Everybody's getting in on the front now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around Annapolis for a long time. They're up by 21 over the Judicials. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man, that linebacker timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held onto the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They are on the move. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, waiting for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, David, because you got to remember, these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide receivers, so the location of the throw has to be good. And also, you got to put a little bit of touch on it and make it easy for them. If you make it easy, they'll make the catch and get you the 1st down.
Reads it, fires complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Woodside. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.